Kiernan Dewsbury Hall exclusive, Mark Selby snooker inspiration, gifted Jack Grealish, Everton European ambitions, ahead of his first appearance in a Merseyside derby, live on TNT Sports and Discovery. Summer signing from Chelsea Kiernan Dewsbury Hall spoke exclusively to TNT Sports about his career to date, his ambitions with Everton, playing with Jack Grealish, and how he marries snooker with football to try to improve his game, including getting advice from four-time world champion Mark Selby. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall could take some unlikely inspiration from another sport altogether ahead of Everton's huge Merseyside derby clash with Liverpool this weekend. The midfielder has hit the ground running at his new club. With the ex-Chelsea man and ever-present in the Toffees' first 4 Premier League games following his summer move from Stamford Bridge, the 27-year-old has already chipped in with a goal and an assist for his new side, who sits 6th in the early table ahead of the lunchtime showdown at Anfield, shown live on TNT Sports and Discovery on Saturday, September 20th. In what is expected to be a typically ferocious atmosphere, Dewsbury Hall's love of snooker may well help him through his first experience of the derby. "I think there's a lot of similarities," he says while comparing the two sports in an exclusive interview with TNT Sports. "It's about that tunnel vision, focusing on every shot. Every detail is as important as the previous one because snooker, if you miss a shot, that could be it, you won't get another chance. That focus and shutting out everything around you is so important." Dewsbury Hall, a Leicester native, reveals he spent a lot of time in snooker halls during his formative years and even had his own table, as well as being friends with his home city's snooker hero, 4-time world champion Mark Selby. "I used to play all the time," he says. "I was fortunate enough to have a snooker table at my house a couple of years ago. I'm an average player. I've had like a 45 break, so that's probably the best you're going to get, but I absolutely love it. I'm good friends with Mark Selby. He's lovely. A big Leicester lad, so we always chat. He's invited me down to watch him at the Crucible. It's just something that stimulates me and makes me want to improve because they make it look so easy, but it's so hard." The Leicester City Academy graduate feels that much of what happens when playing snooker can be translated onto the football pitch, as he strives to find the calm amid the chaos. "I've tried to take little tips from people like Mark that helped him to win 4 world championships and add that to my game. And I feel like just that calmness and composure is something that's helped me a lot." With the snooker season currently in full swing, including the ongoing English Open live on TNT Sports and Discovery, Dewsbury Hall also discussed his favorite players to watch on the tour currently. Aside from Selby, he also paid tribute to Ronnie O'Sullivan and Judd Trump. "Ronnie, for me, is obviously the GOAT," he said. "I don't think there'll be anyone as good as him. The stuff we have seen him do with the Q, obviously, I love watching Mark Selby. Judd Trump, I think, is a fantastic player. He's exciting to watch, like everyone in blue." Dewsbury Hall is hoping to halt the Reds' perfect start to the season and explains how much beyond that, the match at Anfield means to the people of the city. "I feel like everyone around here is just football mad," he says, having only recently arrived in the area. "They just live and breathe the sport, even if you're just walking down the street or you're getting a taxi. I've had taxis where they're Everton fans and it becomes a nice conversation so you can see what it means to everyone around here. It's been lovely to start the season in a positive way because you see how the city and the people unite. It's just about trying to continue. With some really good managers and he's up there. I feel like we're just in a healthy place, the club at the moment. It's just about continuing to do the right things and processes and then seeing where it takes us. It's been a tough couple of years, but now it's about building for the next chapter and hopefully, we can start now." Aside from Dewsbury Hall himself, the loan signing of Jack Grealish has been headline news, with the Manchester City winger impressing instantly since his move down the M62. "He's a good player," says Dewsbury Hall. "I think everyone knows that. But yeah, you get to see him every day. You see what sort of player he is. He's very gifted and he's going to be a big help for us in this team. It's not just Jack, though. There's a lot of players in this team that have impressed me, too many to name, to be honest. So I feel like it's more of a team thing. Everybody's doing the right things on the pitch and I've been in teams. When you do that, you really get success. So that's what we're striving towards." Williams' column, "Why Bruno is Struggling in Amorim's System and London City's Survival Hopes. Unstoppable Rashford could get into any team in the world." Dewsbury Hall believes both he and the club share the same ambition to succeed and thinks that Europe is not out of the question, off the back of his own success with Chelsea in the UEFA Conference League last year, in which he contributed 4 goals and 3 assists, including setting up Jadon Sancho's goal in the final. Dewsbury Hall hopes his own experience can help propel Everton to similar glory in future. "They're exactly the sort of games and the sort of occasions you want to play in as a footballer," he says. I'd never take for granted the amount I've managed to have in Europe for Chelsea, for Leicester, and hopefully in the future, for Everton. I feel like that's the aim of this football club in the near future. It has to be nothing less than that because of the new stadium, new ownership. It's now building for a club that needs to be playing in Europe. I'm going to try and bring some experience into that. Hopefully, it's different to the Premier League. The Premier League is the best league in the world, but playing in Europe is just that little bit of a different feeling. I just had to be better. Having started his career in the Leicester City Academy, Dewsbury Hall signed his first professional contract with the club and soon became part of the first team before moves to Chelsea and now Everton. Despite an impressive career to date, Dewsbury Hall reveals it was not always smooth sailing amid fears he was not developing as quickly as his peers as a teenager, but also how that setback helped him refine his game. It was something that I did struggle with as a younger lad, always being the smallest and the skinniest person, he admits. In terms of how I had to adapt, I just had to be better with the ball basically, because I knew if I was off the ball, if I was in duels with people, I'd just be overrun. So I had to deal with the ball under pressure and move it quick and being able to be one step ahead. I feel like that's the aim of this football club in the near future. It has to be nothing less than that because of the new stadium, new ownership. It's now building for a club that needs to be playing in Europe. I'm going to try and bring some experience into that. Hopefully, it's different to the Premier League. The Premier League is the best league in the world, but playing in Europe is just that little bit of a different feeling. I just had to be better. Having started his career in the Leicester City Academy, Dewsbury Hall signed his first professional contract with the club and